Yo, so I was gonna show you some videos, some gaming clips, but we need to have a face-to-face conversation, right? We have issues in society that need to be fixed. You're probably wondering what are those issues? Well, this is gonna be coming from a non-biased point of view, non-biased standpoint. Okay. Number one, racism has just gotten stupid because you can't hate someone for being black. There's just no point. It's useless. Yeah, you can hate them because they commit a certain percent of two different crimes, but you have to go look at the statistic and realize that it's not every single crime that could possibly be committed. And this is just against black people because I'm black. That's what I'm most well versed in. But I mean, racism to me at least is just stupid. It's useless. It doesn't help anyone. It doesn't even help yourself. Like, you hating me for being black doesn't help me sleep at night, and it doesn't help you sleep at night because you still don't like me at the end of the day. All right. And then on top of that, I talked about it in one of my last videos about social media killing relationships. It didn't kill it. It just made it easier for people to get into them, so it's easier to get out of. Right? It's easier to break up with someone if you met them through social media rather than if you met them in person, because that in-person connection is so different. Now, there are some cases in which you meet someone online and then when you hang out with them in person, the connection is still great. That happened to me. It's not common, but it's very much possible. So, when people say social media killed romance, it didn't kill romance. It just made connecting way easier than it had been. Like, if you, like 15 years ago, if you walked up to someone and you really liked them, you would know. You wouldn't know if, it just wouldn't, you would know if you liked them. There was no talking stages. There wasn't all that corny shit, right? But nowadays on social media, you have the talking stages, and then on top of that, you have your first date and all that stuff. And then you ask them to be your girlfriend. It's like, if you're dating them, they're pretty much your girlfriend at the same time, right? Or boyfriend, which doesn't goes for both boys and girls, right? Now, I was gonna argue against toxic femininity and toxic masculinity and say that they happen because they coincide with each other. Some group of corny men hated women, and then the women didn't let it slide, and then it's just been going back and forth for the years. But I've seen some very insane things that men have said to women, knowing that women wouldn't say that to a man. So, toxic femininity is very much justified. It just needs to be fixed we need to teach women how to be there for their boyfriend and how they should be treated, and the same thing goes for men. Like, we need to treat them equally. Speaking of the difference between men and women, we need to stop having these arguments of which gender is better and which gender is more superior. You need women and men. Women need men and men need women. Okay, there's no I don't need a man. There's no I don't need a woman. If you don't want one, that's a different story. That's a whole different discussion. But you can't say you don't need one, because that's just entirely not true. Now, on top of that, right? We need men and men need women because they do things that the other gender can't do. A man can't give birth, but if he wants a kid, he has to get it from a woman. A woman can't give birth without getting it from a man. So they go inside. Like, if you look at the yin and yang symbol, it's black and white, yes. But on the black side, there's a white dot, and on the white side, there's a black dot. So there are things that we need from each other in order to have peace, in order to have that balance. Okay? Like Thanos said, balanced, as all things should be, right? So when I see TikTok saying, oh, men ain't shit, I don't need a man, I'm never going to have a man tell me what to do. Like, there's this one where I saw, when I get my degree, my man's name isn't going to be on it. Well, it's not. It's usually your name before marriage, or whatever your last name was at the time. It varies from person to person. But we can't go around saying, oh, I hate you, you hate the other gender just because you've seen this happen to you. It's like, we can't generalize it based off of 2 or 3 experiences. Just switch up what you're looking for, and your whole collection pool will vastly change. Oh, this man keeps beating on me. This man does this, this, and this. Well, the telltale sign that someone's going to beat up on you. Maybe look for those in other men, and then if you see those, then avoid those men, and you'll avoid men that beat you. Oh, she manipulates me. She cheats on me. She does this, this, and this. Same thing goes for men. If you look for the telltale signs that she's a cheater, or whatever made her a cheater, then you should be fine. It just varies from person to person. So, I mean, that's all I really had to say today. home 5-minute video. Longer form content is going to be coming next week because I'll have more time along with school. Like and subscribe for more. Please comment too. Let me know if you want more content.